Well, I am at work and I'm working on ministry reports. We do them every year and we try to get them ready before we have a budget meeting in January. This is my third year doing this and I always kind of dread it because I feel like it's that time you have to face, okay, what went well this year? What didn't go well this year? And I started working on my discipleship one. So just all the small groups and the children's ministry. And I'm just thinking, I don't know why, but the negative always floats to the top, right? And I'm thinking, wow, we didn't really grow this year. In fact, we're kind of small this year. And I didn't accomplish what I wanted to accomplish because I'm rereading through my report that I wanted for this year and how I wanted to redo the rooms for the kids, get them, throw out the old toys, get some new toys, maybe just redecorate, rearrange. And I wanted to do more meetings with the volunteers. And I'm feeling like, okay, like I didn't accomplish very much. And then I felt like this little whisper in my head, like, you need to look at this differently. You need to look at what was going on this year and stop looking at man's goals and maybe look in and see what were God's goals this year. And I started thinking and it hit me. The kids this year, they know their Bible. They know it. I have such a strong core right now. The year prior, I had double the number, but more than half those children were not interested. They came because they were from broken homes and I provided a safe place. And I know I got some seeds planted, but now they're in middle school, so they aged out. Those kids are gone. And though it was sad, like I really did mourn about it for a while because I worry about these girls and do they have any influence in their life that points them to God? But then it hit me, God has been working on those kids who are faithful, who are here every Wednesday and Sunday, who are part of this church family. Not just those who are coming because it's a safe place. And I'm not putting that down at all because we should be a safe place. And I know that time will come again when I offer a safe place to people who may not exactly be interested in God, but because they need somewhere safe and loving, they're gonna hear about him anyway. But my eyes started to open that God has been working on our root system. Sometimes when you look at a plant, if you don't see it growing, if you don't see the branches, if you don't see the buds, if you don't see the flowers or the fruit, you can almost assume it's not growing. It's not doing anything. It needs to be pruned way down, or it needs fertilizer, or it needs to be ripped out and start all over. And instead, I'm looking back at this year and it hit me. You are working on our roots. Because it's not just the kids. Every small group in our church has been kind of pruned down a bit. But the one thing that has been consistent is that the conversations are deeper. We're getting to the heart of the matter. People are getting to their Bible more. The children are becoming far more acquainted with who God is and what it means to them as a person on this earth. What does my knowledge of God have anything to do with me? So do I want to see more success in 2024? Yes, I would love to see my church grow. I would love to see our small groups grow. I would love to see our community reached better. I live in a dark community, St. Helens, Oregon. Look it up. Very high in witchcraft, very high in abuse and neglect of children, high in drug use. This is a broken community. It needs Jesus. And my church is getting ready. I see it. We've gone through so much. And this last year, I'm like, wow, God, you've been preparing us. Our roots have gone deep. And I feel this firm foundation, even with the children. When even your children have a strong foundation, then God is able to start branching you out. And why grow fruit? Why branch out if your roots are too shallow? If you can't handle the winds of this life, if you can't handle the storms, you're useless to God. And I don't know, I'm kind of excited. I went from low to whoosh because God opened my eyes. He said, no, this year was a simple year. This year was all of you getting regrounded, digging your root system down, because this next year, I'm going to use you, and we got to be ready. I don't know how you're facing 2024. It's, 3 days away? I honestly thought we would be with our bridegroom by now, but I'm making peace with the fact that God is coming, just not when I want it. And until he does, I want to occupy. I want to live for him. And I want that for others too. I want it for you. I want it for my church. I want us to be so deeply rooted in God's word that we step into this year ready to spread him like wildfire. I think of the verse in, all 4 Gospels. The harvest is plenty. He just needs workers. He needs workers. They're out there, guys. There are so many broken people who need us to step up to the plate. And if you're like me and you think he's coming back soon, it's time to get moving. It's time to get moving, because I don't know about you, but I could list at least 20 people I don't think will make it, and it breaks my heart. And we should be on our knees praying, but we should also be on our feet and moving, because you guys, these people are just like us. There was a day you were lost. There was a day you were desperate and hopeless, and God found you. Jesus found you, and he lifted you up. And now think about the people that may have been involved at that time, and think how maybe you can turn around now and you can be that person in someone's life. Maybe you're behind the scenes praying. Maybe you're the one taking someone out to coffee and just hearing them out. Maybe you bless them financially because you have that ability. My family's been blessed financially so many times. Every time I think, oh Lord, I don't know how we're going to make budget. And then someone from my church gives extra money, and it's perfect. It's always the amount we need. Maybe you're that person. Maybe you are that secret benefactor. Maybe you are really good at plumbing and you know someone who needs help. I mean, just think of your skills, your talents, who you are, who God made you to be, and let his light shine, even through daily tasks like fixing someone's toilet. You didn't have to. You took your time. You went to their house. You showed up with love and grace and compassion, and you fixed something for free. Trust me, it will remain in their heads and their hearts. Let God use you. And if you're not ready yet, get those roots down deep so that he can use you when he knows the time is right. God bless.